Good afternoon, y'all. How you doing? I'm back again. I'm trying to have consistency, as one of my friends told me that he thought I would do rather well if I would be a little bit more consistent. So I am working on that for y'all. Okay, I am Shellie B, and happy afternoon to you guys. I just had to come on here today. I wasn't going to talk about this because everybody gets so unhinged when we discuss our new president, but some interesting developments have occurred. And honestly, he has did a lot of executive orders. He's had a lot of plans, even from when he was campaigning and everything. He just had a lot of plans I thought were interesting, and now he is really trying to execute them. One of the plans that I really got excited for is the fact that he wanted to you know, defund the IRS. And I just really could not figure out why any American person that pays taxes, as much as we complain about paying taxes, why we would be upset at all why we would be upset at all if somebody wanted to make us pay less taxes. I don't get it. So that's why I'm here today to try to unpack this. I am Shellie B. I'm a conservative Black sister surviving in a hot mess world. And today's hot mess is people that think paying less taxes is bad. People that think paying foreign countries paying tariffs and paying their part is bad. People that think that our corrupt politicians that are, coming to office making 100 and something thousand and leave million and billionaires due to corruption with these foreign countries paying their money to get by without paying tariffs. To get rid of that is a bad thing. I don't understand it. So I just want to unpack this a little bit because y'all can't make it make sense for me how any of this is going to be bad. I just don't see it. So I was watching this show called Next News. It's a independent news. It's very conservative type of news, but I like it because I feel like they just say the facts of what a situation is. And, some of it is based in opinion, but I just feel like the independent media is much more honest than the Democratic and liberal media, the legacy media, as they call it, the mainstream media, as they call it. I just feel like the mainstream media, especially over the last, several decades, is just fake. I feel like it's always been fake. I feel like they always just are there to present a narrative for the people that control them and pay them, like pharma and certain corporations. Well, who's paying them because you see their advertising. So I just kind of think it's bogus, and I've always just been out there looking for just journalists that will just tell the truth, whether it's good or bad. And one thing I can say about a lot of the conservative media, they be on their people just as hard as they are on liberals and Democrats if they making a mistake or they're doing something that they don't feel that they don't like. And I kind of admire their media for that. And I just feel like even like Fox News and places like that, they're also considered mainstream to me because to me, they all are funded by the same people. They might have a different opinion, and the jury's still out for me whether I think they're controlled opposition and bullshit. But I love these independent people because they don't have they're not sponsored by anybody that's going to control their narrative. They can say what they want to say. And I've just grown to really like independent media, and I've been always watching. So this is a show called Next News, I believe. Next News. So I really like this this broadcast and how he broke it down, and not just in his opinion, but the opinion of other leaders and opinion of history and everything, why tariffs work. It makes sense to me. It seems like common sense to me that you would try to, get money from all of these foreign entities that want to make money off of us, and they want to, want our business or want to compete for Americans with jobs and stuff here. And American companies want to take their shit abroad and all that stuff and not have jobs for us here. I just think is logical to me. I would just really love to see people's opinion on why they think this is wrong. So let me Let me share my screen so you guys can hear this because this is a trip. I got off work early today and I started to lay down and take a nap. And then I saw this and I was like, oh shit, let me get on here and try to see if I can make this make sense because I just don't. I mean, I understand that everybody's conditioned and propagandized or whatever you want to call it to think that conservatism is bad, Republicans are bad, not wanting a corrupt government is bad, you know, defending yourself against corruption and actually literally the chipping away of the Constitution every day, is bad. So just check out what he's saying and just listen with a logical mind because to me I don't see nothing here that any of these people say is bad. And I feel like if anything, the IRS is just it's just crazy how much they tax us and how much of a corrupt organization it is against us. You understand? Because what the Pentagon lost billions of dollars and they come after our little bit of money. They say that 90% of the people they went after made under 400,000, and they have 85,000 armed IRS agents to come after us to get the money. Go after these foreign entities and get the money. Go, you know what I'm saying? Like, why do you have to fleece the American people all the time? Anyway, just listen to this because it makes me tight because I pay a lot of money in taxes, and it makes me crazy when people sitting there saying that they think that we should pay this much taxes or that we shouldn't, force these foreign entities to pay their money. Like everybody's up in arms because of the Colombia thing. Y'all act like Colombia is the only place that makes freaking coffee, or like you can't do without coffee. Just like the Montgomery bus boycotts, they went without riding the bus for a freaking year and walking in a true inconvenience for over a year to get what they wanted. So I just feel like Americans are delusional. They are just spoiled, and I just can't see why building up jobs here, building up our economy here, and forgetting about these foreign entities for a while is a bad thing. All right, let's listen to what this guy has to say. If I can start it, hold on. What? Hold on a second. Okay, here we go, because I have it where, listen, I haven't done this in like a year. And I wasn't that good at it when I was doing it before. So we're going to get there. Uh, the nerve of these people to hire all of those agents to come after us, but not them corrupt ass politicians, not all them damn, because most of the billionaires are Democrat. I don't know if y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all acting like y'all hate billionaires, but most of them are Democrats. And they don't go after them. They're not going after Congress. They're coming after our little coins. Now, isn't that a key? Donald Trump said he'll send them 85, all these people that he gonna take when they close the IRS down, he gonna make them go to the border. Because they're armed agents. They got armed agents to come after our little bit of coins. And the nerve of these people to tax tips. Because let me tell you, I used to work for tips. That's a freaking gift. They ain't going to try to tax you for the money you get on Venmo from your family and stuff like that. The nerve of these people, they want to get every nickel, dime, and freaking penny from us. Meanwhile, they have China and all these countries selling stuff here and trade and coming and, letting them get away without paying tariffs or paying with their real fair share for doing business here, so they can, so that those politicians can get that money in their pocket. Meanwhile, they fleecing us half to death. Hey DXJ. Historically, that's what happens with trade wars. I don't know what you're speaking of reference to, but before like the turn of the century, we did not have income tax, and we got the money from foreign entities that want to do business with us and stuff like that. And I'm sure Americans probably wouldn't mind paying some taxes, but can we get what we spent, what we paid for? You understand? They just take the money and give it abroad. Y'all have to be freaking kidding me with the amount of money that they send to Europe, Israel, Ukraine, everywhere on earth. I'm going to show you the list of all the places they be sending money to. That money could be used right here. So I commend President Trump for saying we're not going to do any foreign aid until we get our shit together here. Because there is a lot of problems here. And he immediately started helping the people in North Carolina that the government just totally abandoned. What about people in Hawaii? What about our own homeless people? What about the homeless veterans? What about, we have so many of our own freaking problems. The nerve of these people to take all of the money and they give it away to all these foreign entities, illegals and all this shit. And then they run out of money. FEMA ran out of money and they couldn't pay for, it was something that they ran out of money that they couldn't pay for. I can't forget, I'm having a brain fart come to me, but they ran out of money. So the fuck out of here. It doesn't make any sense. All right, let me skip over his little commercials here because let me see. So we could get right to the point. The Federal Reserve is not a government organization. I hope y'all know. Who in a right freaking mind don't think the IRS needs to go? Tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me. Because I know I pay a grip in taxes, and I know y'all all do too, and y'all always complaining about taxes. That little bit of money you get back on your return, you could have saved that on your own. And then us paying less taxes, that puts more money into the economy. To me, it makes sense, but I really just would like to hear from people that want to keep the IRS and they want to keep paying taxes. They don't want, to me, I feel like if these plans are implemented and they work, it's going to be better for us. So why people would wish bad on this administration makes no freaking sense to me. You should hope that they do the best that they can do to get us out of the rut and bullshit that we're in right now. And none of this makes any sense what's happening here. Look at this. This is crazy. The nerve of these people. That's just real shit here. It's crazy. These government organizations get audited and they're missing trillions of dollars. And then you're going to tell me that this government can't afford to not tax us, or that this government can't afford to put tariffs on these foreign entities and make them pay, or tell them to kick rocks and go somewhere. I just don't see them doing that. America is the most wasteful group of consumers. That's all we do is consume. They're gonna miss our money. You understand? They're gonna miss our money. And I guarantee you that we can replace most of the shit that we're gonna miss. And if not, we don't need it. Like, I just feel like at some point you have to have some balls and stand up for what is right. Like, somebody standing up for us to not pay less taxes. Y'all gotta be kidding. I just can't even understand it. Nobody can make this make any sense. The amount of money they gave to Ukraine is bullshit. And if y'all are this stupid to not know that it's a globalist agenda, these entities want to control the world. They want to bully Russia out of its land and resources. They want to, pillage Russia for whatever resources that they have, like they do everywhere, and they're not going for it. And they shouldn't. They shouldn't go for it. Putin's like, shit, we'll blow the whole fucking shit up before you get, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't mad at that. These people go all over the world colonizing shit and destroying economies and stealing all the people's land. That's what they do. This shit made me so mad. Oh, I don't even think I shared my screen, y'all. Hold on for a
States
second.
return
Sorry, y'all.
to the system that made us richer. He is not holding off. He's not holding back on this.
So
He's
since
been
I wasn't
talking about
sharing
this.
my
He was
screen, I
talking about
just
the
want you to
campaign
see
trail,
this
and
real
now he's
quick
been elected. He's moving forward
about
with this.
the I'm gonna get it together.
Personally,
I'm just so getting acclimated. But look at this
Congressman
right here.
Ron Paul and pushing back against the IRS and the Federal Reserve System and the Fed. Taxation is theft. These are my core beliefs. And now we finally have a president with the balls to enact these positions. And the IRS needs to go. Check out this meme right here. Yeah, here it is. The Department of Defense, we lost $2 trillion. The IRS.
The Department of Defense lost almost $2 trillion. And y'all not mad at that, but y'all mad about tariffs. I don't get it. I don't get it. That $200 billion could have been the money right there so we don't have to pay a lot in taxes. The shit y'all get mad about, it makes no sense to me.
IRS needs to go. Check out this meme right here. Yeah, here it is. The Department of Defense, we lost $2 trillion. The IRS, okay, we spent $1.75 billion in Ukraine. IRS, Venmo, mom sent you $601. Accept or decline. The IRS is like, yeah, we're going to go after you.
They damn sure did. And they say 90% of the people that the IRS was going after made $400,000 or less. So they're not even going after the people that really are the criminals with the coins. Where's that $175 billion? Come on, man. And y'all mad about DEI, and y'all mad about all kinds of shit that's like, who cares? But you don't care about all of the money that they waste and send abroad and tax you out the ass, and y'all not fighting for that. Make it make sense, please.
Right? That sums it up in a nutshell. And here's what President Trump just said a few hours ago while he was meeting with congressmen in Miami. Time for the United States to return to the system that made us richer. He is not holding off. He's not holding back on this. He has been talking about this. He was talking about the campaign trail, and now he's been elected. He's moving forward with this agenda. And this is the message he gave to Congress, Republicans in Congress today in Miami. Listen.
America is going to be very rich again, and it's going to happen very quickly. It's time for the United States to return to the system that made us richer. And
I mean, honestly, I don't see why you guys don't think he can't make America rich, because he made his damn own self rich. And I look at Biden, Harris, and all the rest of these politicians. We made them rich. You understand what I'm saying? Their corruption made them rich. Them letting these foreign entities get away with murder and they getting kickbacks from trying to, make it where they don't have to pay. And then they're part of the globalists going around pillaging and making wars everywhere so they can control. Come on now. Let's be real.
More powerful than ever before. You know, the United States in 1870 to 1913, all tariffs, and that was the richest period in the history of the United States, relatively speaking. In other words, relatively.
I want y'all to watch this whole video all the way through, because I'm going to leave it in the description. But several people break this shit down of how they stopped using tariffs. It's because of corruption.
And they set up the Great Tariff Commission of 1887. And this commission had one function: what to do with all the money that we took in. It was so enormous that they had no idea. It was a blue ribbon committee. It was set up 1887, and what to do with all of the money that we had. And again, Teddy Roosevelt was a beneficiary, because when McKinley was killed, he took over this vast sum of money, and he did all of those national parks and all of the other things. And I'm not knocking him, but he was given a vast amount of money.
Like, honestly, all those billions of dollars they gave Ukraine, you mean to tell me that we couldn't have kept that and did something good for ourselves here? All of the money they send Africa and all these different places, the whole reason why those countries are in turmoil is because of globalist shit and colonizing and all that stuff and stealing and pillaging their resources. It's a scam.
Money. And that was all made through tariffs. We had no income tax. The income tax came in 1913. As I said in my speech last week, instead of taxing our citizens to enrich foreign nations, we should be tariffing and taxing foreign nations to enrich.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me tell you something. I don't agree with some of the things that he does, but a lot of it I do. If I look at Democrats for the last how many decades they've been in rule, I mean, I don't agree with none of the shit they do. I haven't voted for a Democrat since Obama's first term. I was so disgusted with Obama after his first term. I didn't even vote at all. I said, I'm never voting again. You know what I'm saying? But I started participating in the process again, but I probably will never vote Democrat again in my life as long as I'm Black. And y'all can keep falling for thinking that, because Black people are always that deciding vote for them. So y'all can keep on thinking that they care about you, because honestly, to me, both are colonizers. You know what I'm saying? And none of them care about us. Honestly, it's just, Donald Trump ain't relying on our vote because it wasn't us that really voted for him mostly. You understand? So the Democrats is who need y'all, and literally look and see what they're doing for y'all. Nothing. I'm a mother. A lot of the policies that he spoke on, I want as a mother. School choice, no forced vaccines, and all stuff like that is what I was focused on. I don't know. I'm not thinking about no damn abortion and DEI and all that shit or whatever. Nobody can stop me from doing what I got to do. Period. I don't give a damn. There was people getting in Harvard during slavery days. If you're the best, you gonna make it. Be the best. Don't be a mediocre. Oh my God, don't even get me started, Lord. I'm about to curse. Don't be a mediocre person and you won't fall into that trap. Okay? Nobody can stop you. If you feel like somebody's getting in your way, become an entrepreneur. There's no freaking excuse. That can't be why you siding with somebody. They always try to play on Black people's emotions, and we don't understand civics, and we don't think logically about really what at the end of the day is going to be best for us. I know what's going to be best for me is no taxes. That's all I know.
Rich our citizens. Does that make sense, right?
The External Revenue Service is what he plans to call it. And did you hear about this? Now, this came out last year, but we're talking about the IRS, and we need to really impress just how dangerous this organization is. The IRS is using artificial intelligence to access bank accounts of American citizens without a warrant. Now, this was during...
Y'all need to watch C-SPAN. Y'all watching CNN and MSNBC and all this bullshit propaganda shit. Y'all need to watch those hearings and see what the hell the government is doing right under your nose and behind your back to take away your rights and fleece you.
The Biden administration. Listen.
Have access. What we have learned is that the IRS, in fact, has been using AI to access bank accounts of American citizens without any kind of a search warrant. Or
what are they doing that for? Why are they doing that to us? Why aren't they taking that technology and going after these crooked ass politicians that come into office broke, or come into office with a few $100,000 and leave millionaires and billionaires because they're, insider trading, doing all kinds of criminal activity with foreign countries and stuff like that. That's why Biden had to pardon his whole family. Stop playing with me, please.
Even without any specific claim that they have committed a crime.
Now, this is Senator Harriet Hageman of Wyoming.
So this was something that was discovered by an undercover journalist, and what they found is that the IRS has...
And child, good thing for these undercover journalists and these independent journalists and these hidden camera journalists, because they be uncovering shit. This should be a major story. A lot of these things these independent journalists uncover is never in the mainstream news because they want you to be stupid and they want you to not really realize the reality of what is going on around you. But that's why I'm here. You understand? Nobody can convince me that either side of the government does not have corruption. But I'm telling you, over the last several decades, the Democrats are corrupt. They have always been. They're the ones that kill all our leaders. They're the globalists that go abroad to pillage everybody, steal everything, create wars. They fund wars, and they fund both sides of wars, and they make tons of money for the military defense contractors. It's bullshit. Everybody needs to wake up to this. It's a freaking scam. And these people really need to go to prison to me. They need to open up Guantanamo Bay and put these people in. They are terrible.
Has claimed that they have access to every single person's bank account. This person also indicated that they've been working with the Department of Justice and that they have absolutely no problem whatsoever going after the little guy to make sure that they are paying their tax.
They have all this technology against the American people. Censorship, all this technology, AI watching you, monitoring you, censoring. They're doing that to us, but not to the real people that are the problem. I don't get it. And why the stuff y'all choose to be mad about, I don't get it. I don't get it. To me, even like with COVID and the forced shots and stuff like that, y'all up in arms over DEI, whatever, diversity, equity, and inclusion, but y'all was not mad about somebody forcing an experimental medical product on your ass and shit, forcing it on your kids. Now, they're taxing us half to death. Meanwhile, all these crooked ass people becoming billionaires and not paying their fair share and stuff like that. They try to make it seem like the IRS is there to police the billionaires. They're there for us. They got them 85,000 IRS agents for us, to police us. They're telling you right now, they're watching us.
Taxes. This is such a blatant violation of the Fourth Amendment that Jim Jordan and I sent a letter to the IRS.
And y'all can say whatever you want to say. And I can vouch for this because I didn't take the vaccine. And I'm telling you, the only people that were listening to the crimes that have been committed against the people that did not take it, the people that have vaccine injuries, were these conservative senators. They were the only ones to listen. The only ones. And they're the only ones that fight for the Constitution. Just do the research. Democrats want to take away the Constitution because they're globalists. They want to have a one world government that controls everything. That's why they're always in somebody's nation pillaging it and causing a war and doing the most. You know what I'm saying? These patriotic people, these nationalists, they like this country. They are for this country first, and they try to protect the Constitution. They try to keep our rights and not make us lose our rights. They don't want a one world government. They don't want some other country ruling over us like Europe or Israel, whoever is going to be in charge. The World Economic Forum and all these places in the United Nations, all that. Those are globalist organizations. Those are not government organizations. We did not vote for any of these people. Those are globalist government that are trying to infiltrate all of the world's governments. Y'all better learn. I'm telling you, because after these 4 years, if we get, honestly, the best thing I feel that happened is that Trump did not get elected in that second time around, because he got to marinate and really come back with a better plan to drain the swamp. He said he was going to drain the swamp the first time, but he didn't do it, and he fell for the okie doke. Now he mad. Now, and I don't blame anybody if the government is corrupt to want to fix it. How dumb can you be? At least hear these people out and see the shit they be saying. Look at this hidden camera shit here.
Demanding that they provide additional information about what they are doing with AI and what they are doing to protect the civil rights of American citizens.
So, Congresswoman, what's the end game here? Because at the end of the day, you can't put the AI genie back in the bottle, and it's so easy to use these technologies in the way that you're suspecting the IRS is. How do you protect American citizens and our constitutional rights?
Well, one of the things is we need a new administration in November, because this administration has been absolutely lawless in terms of its surveillance of us, of members of Congress, of local.
And that ain't no lie, because I know I'm still blocked, shadow banned, everything. I was platformed on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And it to me, the people that they censor, even people that have real vaccine injuries, like really sick, and they blocking them, even though that's the truth. It was true. Even Zuckerberg was like, yeah, we blocked shit that really was true. And, I shouldn't have did that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? No, they should go to jail for that. You understand? Like, But the stuff y'all get mad about, abortions and all this dumb shit, I don't see it. I don't get it.
Local officials, of people who are protesters, of voters. This administration has completely ignored the Bill of Rights, whether it's the First Amendment, the Fourth Amendment, the Fifth Amendment. They have weaponized the government against us. So one of the things we have learned.
I'm just letting y'all know, anybody whose religious exemption was denied for not taking the vaccine, that was a violation of the 1964 Civil Rights Act. And you have damages, period. And probably the people that were coerced to take it at the end too. So this is all going to play out. It's been 4 years now. All the facts and all the truth came out. That's why Fauci got a pardon. And that's why everybody on the January 6th committee got a pardon. They are crooked. And if you guys don't want to get to the bottom and know the truth, I don't know what's wrong with you. Because the truth is the truth, no matter who delivers it, period.
And now we do have a new administration who is going after it. The crowd goes wild as Trump announces no tax on tips and teases elimination of the income tax. President Trump visiting Las Vegas. No.
How happy are the people in Las Vegas? Majority of their whole state, their salaries are based on tips. What would be the reason why our government, with so much money to give away to all these foreign entities, got to tax somebody's little tips? Make it make sense. Y'all not mad about that?
Tax on tips. He's like a rock star.
You mean to tell me they need dumb little people a little bit of tips? Our government needs that after they then gave billions and trillions and gazillions away to foreign entities, and just money's missing from government agencies, trillions of dollars, and don't nobody know what happened to it. Please stop playing with me, please. Please.
Love you. Thank you. God bless you.
The guy is a rock star wherever he goes. I have the clip. Let's go to it. No tax on tips.
This video is about 20 minutes long, but it's so worth it because they give a lot of good information in it.
IRS.
An impact on tipped income. Your tips will be 100% yours.
And he also said that he would make it where there's no tax on overtime. How dumb you got to be to not want that? I don't give a damn what the economy's like. I don't feel they need to tax you beyond 8 hours. Please.
Joe, Governor, do you think that had an impact on the election? You do? Like what, a half a point? Pretty big. You had an impact, let me tell you. Nationwide, over 4 million workers depend on tip income, including an estimated 700,000 single moms. And here in Nevada, we will have a quarter. Think of it. A quarter of the typical restaurant workers' pay comes from tips. I didn't know that much. That's a lot. You haven't been reporting them for the last 10 years.
And it's terrible that restaurant workers make such a low base wage, and then their little tips, they want to tax it. Or sometimes the employers want everybody to put their tips all together and split them down the middle and all that. You know what I'm saying? To me, a tip is to ensure proper service. If a client thinks that the server was great and give them $100 tip, why you got to split it down? Just leave everybody's tip alone.
Deal. We're going to have no tax on tips from now on, but we're going to go after you viciously for all the money you didn't report for the last 10, 15. We're going to go after you for all the money you didn't report for. I'm only kidding. I have to say to the fake news, because they're going to say Trump is after all restaurant workers. Many of these workers are some of the very citizens who were hit hard and very hard by the ravages of the Biden economy, which was inflation.
Y'all can't tell me this
when I think of Biden,
good.
I think of incompetence and inflation. Not being nice by saying years ago. On day one, I immediately halted the hiring of any new IRS agents. You know, they hired or tried to.
And I thought it was nice of him to say that those all those new IRS agents that they hired, you know, they won't be fired. You could go work at the border, or you could, they'll try to find you somewhere else to go. But the ICE about to be a wrap on the IRS. Who can be mad at that?
To hire 88,000 new workers to go after you, and we're in the process of developing a plan to either terminate all of them or maybe we'll move them to the border. I think we're going to move them to the border. Well, they're allowed to carry guns. You know, they're so strong on guns, but these people are allowed to carry guns. So, well,
yeah, what would be the reason why they would need 85,000 armed IRS agents for the American people? Please explain.
Probably move them to the border. Yeah. She said no tax on any. How about just no tax?
You know, there are nations that have no income taxes. The people don't pay taxes. So, you know, and I feel like an efficiently run country would not need taxes, or they could tax us at a much lower rate. And they damn sure don't need to take your overtime. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's very interesting. And I really hope and pray for that it works out. I hope that his plans really work out, because they seem logical, make sense to me compared to what they were doing before. And I love the fact that he said, we ain't sending no more foreign aid until we get it together over here. That makes sense. That makes sense, you know? So I really hope that it works out. You know what I mean? People need to have a more positive outlook, because like I always say about frequency, if everybody's on a positive frequency, will have a positive outcome. If everybody's always negative and worried and scared all the time, you know, I fear nothing. I'm not afraid of anything. You know, if I wasn't afraid during COVID, I'm not afraid of anything. As far as finances and money and stuff, it can only get better, in my opinion, because the way it is right now, especially in my industry, it is very dismal.
You can do that. You know, if the tariffs work out like I think, a thing like that could happen, if you want to know the truth. You know, years ago, 1870 to 1913, we didn't have an income tax. What we had is tariffs, where foreign countries came in and they stole our jobs, they stole our companies, they stole our product.
I can't think of everywhere on earth, you know, it sells us stuff. We have so much money to waste here, more than anywhere on earth. I just feel like it could be negotiated where these countries invest more into us. And if we're not wasting all the money sending it abroad and wasting it on wars, and, you know, like the governments, they want the cartels to keep coming, because that's bringing money, drugs, the whole, you know what I'm saying? You guys have to look beyond the bullshit.
They ripped us off, and you know, they used to do numbers, and then we went to a tariff system, and the tariff system made so much money. It was when we were the richest, from 1870 to 1913. Then we brilliantly came in with an income tax. No, we don't want others to pay. Let's have our people pay. And then you had the Depression in 1928, 1929. I call it 1929. That was a bad time, but you know, you didn't have tariffs, and you had tariffs that ended in 1913. But
and then what happened right after that? The Depression.
It was the richest our country ever was. That was President McKinley. In fact, we're renaming the mountain McKinley.
I don't know about the whole McKinley situation, and I meant to look that up and research that so I could be more schooled on that situation. So I really don't know about it. So anybody that wants to can comment about that whole situation. I know they took the name away and named it something else. I think Obama did it, and I don't know why they did that. I don't know, was McKinney supposed to be a bad person? I don't know the reason why they did this, but he's changing the name back.
Buckle up. It is happening. Here's that clip. This is the clip of that IRS agent. O'Keefe Media Group dropped it. Representative Harry.
And O'Keefe his people turned on him over COVID because what was it called? Project Veritas. They were exposing COVID left and right with all these hidden camera things and exposing. So, and to me, they had so many big stories back to back to back, and it was just never anything. You know what I'm saying? And the mainstream media covered it up. So now he's regrouped and, his people turned on him and threw him under the bus and everything. So he started another group and they're out there again doing their little hidden cameras and they be finding out some real compelling evidence and no one cares.
Harriet Hageman highlights OMG's undercover investigation during a House Judiciary Committee hearing. The investigation revealed an IRS official admitting that AI is used to surveil American bank accounts without warrants.
Attorney General Garland, in March, Chairman Jordan and I sent you an oversight letter requesting documents and information following the release of an undercover video indicating that the DOJ was working with the IRS to use artificial intelligence to surveil bank accounts of Americans in a clearly unconstitutional manner.
So actually right now we have a system that uses AI.
It uses AI?
Yep, to target like potential like abusers.
Is it constitutional to do that?
I doubt it.
The undercover video featured an IRS official privately admitting that the IRS had been using AI to spy on Americans' bank accounts en masse in real time.
They see the amount in your bank account, yes.
Oh my God.
The IRS official further stated that the Department of Justice and Inspector General controlled this AI-powered warrantless surveillance system, not the IRS.
The Department of Justice and Inspector General, all those people are like controlling it, not the IRS.
You said the IRS doesn't control the AI? Who does?
Listen to this.
The Department of Justice and Inspector General.
Attorney General, would you agree with me that if the federal government were operating this form of financial surveillance program, there would be serious Fourth Amendment as well as other statutory and civil rights implications, considering that there is no individual probable cause and no search warrants are being obtained?
I definitely feel they need to investigate this to see why they're doing that. I just looked up the situation with McKinney. Obama named it to some indigenous people name or whatever, and Trump and them wanted it back. I mean, honestly, who cares? They said McKinney was decent for race relations and he hired a lot of black people. It's like, that is not a huge fight. I care about my damn money. That's what I care about. My money, my quality of life, and what kind of freaking country am I going to leave to my child? That's what matters to me. The rest of this shit I give zero shits about it.
Would be stunned if the Justice Department has the kind of AI
capabilities
that you're talking about.
Would you agree with me that? Would you agree with me?
Learn about this.
Would you agree with me that if they were engaging in that kind of surveillance, it would have serious Fourth Amendment implications?
I can't understand the kind of surveillance that you're talking about. Fourth Amendment prevents unreasonable searches and seizures without a warrant. If that's what we're doing, then of course that would violate the Fourth Amendment.
Okay, so I would request that you go back and read the letter that Jim Jordan and I sent to you. That might clear up your confusion just a bit.
Yep, buckle up, man. Thank God he's no longer there. Okay, what else have I got? Okay, let's talk about this IRS income tax thing going away. This is on the inaugural.
Now listen to this man break it down. He's going to break it down to why it should work. And it just seems logical to me. It seems very logical what these people are saying. And if anything, let's just try it, because if it works, it'll be amazing. And if it don't work, the economy's already fucked up. I just don't see it being worse. I don't see any of these things they're saying being worse. They've already gotten like Saudi Arabia, I think, to invest trillions. And he's saying, if you don't want to pay these tariffs, fine. Put your places here and, create jobs for our people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see, or nothing. You get nothing. That's the same way they were able to get TikTok back, because they were like, will you give us half of the earnings of TikTok or we don't want it? And they decided to, pay up. You know what I'm saying? Half of something is better than nothing.
Inauguration Day, but we got to revisit it because this is the declaration of war against the IRS.
At the start of the 20th century, America was the richest country on earth. And we defended our workers from unfair trade policies with tariffs. And we only—
let me just stay right here. The reason why people don't understand this, the reason why the economy, since they stopped tariffs, have gone down and just you had a depression, because globalists want to control the world. The only way you can rule the world is if there is no superpowers and you collapse every government. You have to collapse them all, and then you come in there, bulldoze them out, and put your whatever you want there. That's how colonizers work. That's how they've always done it. You know what I'm saying? Put the people under distress, pillage them, burn them out, give them, like they always say, if a country don't give in, they create war with them. And then that's the way to really destroy them and get them, get their land or whatever. They've been doing it for eons. I don't see why y'all can't see it.
We made money. We had no income tax. All we did is charge other countries and foreign companies, if they wanted to sell to America, you had to pay for entry.
Y'all mean to tell me you don't want to see if they can't get these coins from some of these other foreign entities than getting it from you? Make it make sense. Please make it make sense, because y'all playing with me. I don't get it.
Okay, so imagine this. The U.S. government had no income tax. Americans got to keep all their hard-earned money, and foreigners paid the price. So now what's happened? We have the Internal Revenue Service. That means charge us internally. Now imagine politicians who can't even balance their own checkbook, taking our money, and what do they do every year? Let's just take more, let's just take more, let's just take more. So this is how Donald Trump is going to end it and fix it. Last week, he announced that we're going to return America to greatness by creating—
Just let me say this here for a second. I never understood why people got mad about Make America Great Again, because you got propagandized by the mainstream media, making it seem like America was never great. It was always fucked up. And we're to make America great. When was it great? Back in the 1700s when we were slaves? No, I remember growing up as a kid in the 80s where it seemed great to me. You understand? Our money stretched more. You can have a house, 2 cars, a house with a yard, and go to a good school and get a decent education for a fair price. That's what I always thought it to mean. You understand? I always thought it to mean, where American citizens are put first over foreign entities, and the best quality of life is created here. We lost all of our industry to foreigners. Everything went abroad. To me, Make America Great Again would be like, bring more jobs back here, bring all the factories back here. That's what I'm thinking. Ain't even occurred to me about slavery time and shit. That never even occurred to me. Then y'all accept Build Back Better. Now listen to this. Make it make sense. Democrats are telling you Build Back Better when they've been in power for decades. So if you're going to build something back better, it's the shit that you already messed up. Y'all, it would be laughable if it wasn't funny. It's not funny. It's just, come on, y'all. Y'all wearing me out. I love y'all. I love my people. I love everybody, but my people in particular, I'm talking to, because Black people are always that deciding factor for Democrats and their globalist agenda. Y'all.
And today is its birthday, the External Revenue Service.
I'm here for it. I love it.
So if you're always wondering, is some bureaucrat going to cut your benefits? Not under Donald Trump. Not under Donald.
And he said that he wouldn't tax Social Security, which I don't think, I would love if they stopped taxing overtime, but I damn sure don't think they should be taxing no damn senior citizens. They don't work all day life. They only got a little bit of time left. Just let them take their little bit of damn money and enjoy their damn life. I don't understand. But y'all fighting to keep these people in. I don't get it. That's why I feel like a lot of times People don't understand the issues at hand that really are affecting us, and y'all worried about the wrong shit. Y'all not gonna like it. I'm not worried about no illegal alien because I'm here legally. You understand? I'm worried about my child's education. I'm worried about my child's future. I'm worried about my coins. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about not getting in a world war with Russia and China and the BRICS. That's what I'm thinking about. You understand? All this other shit, DEI and Target and abortions and all that. I'm not thinking about that. And I feel like everybody quality of life would be better if everybody mind their damn business and worry about their own damn shit in their own life and making their quality of life better, and support the people that you got here. What are we resisting for? I don't see nothing wrong with anything these people are saying. He's been in there for 1 week, and I feel like he's done more than Democrats have done in 10 years. Excuse me, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Hi, Bear. Hi. Hi. Are you on your way? I'm on a live right now. You on your way? Okay. I love you. I'll see you in a minute. I'm here. Bye-bye, baby. That's my sunny side. I call him my sunny side. That's my sunny side of life, my little son.
Trump. It means foreign companies are going to pay if they want to come and sell products to the wealthiest country on earth.
Why wouldn't they pay? The reason why they don't pay is because corrupt politicians be like, well, give me a few million or give me a few $1 billion and I'll make it where you don't have to pay. That's why.
And if they want to compete with American workers, then let's just not tax our American workers.
Sounds good to me. If you want to come here and take our jobs away, then the jobs that we have left here, let us not have to pay no taxes. Sounds good to me. Can it be implemented? I don't know. Not if y'all acting crazy and being mad and resisting something that you don't understand. I feel like we should at least give it a chance and see what they do. You've given Democrats decades, and I don't see where they've done a damn thing.
Not tax our American workers. That is what we need in this country. Oh, yeah, baby. President Trump should ask Congress to audit the IRS. If the IRS can't pass an audit, it should be completely replaced with a flat tax of 3%. That's what Ian Yeager says.
How are you not going to audit the IRS when they auditing everybody else? They should definitely look at the IRS and see if their shit's together the way they looking at us and using AI to spy on us and violating our rights and stuff.
The people's president, after his no tax on tips event at Circa in Las Vegas, Trump stopped at the casino floor at the craps tables to meet supporters. How cool is that? Trump floats gutting the IRS. Fox News reports moving agents to the border armed with guns. How about just no tax? He asked the cheering Las Vegas crowd. President Donald Trump, no tax on tips. IRS agents either terminate all of them or move them to the border.
Bye-bye.
An IG report finds that 90% of IRS audits under Biden's weaponized IRS went after people making less than $400,000 a year.
Y'all not mad at that, though? Seriously. Y'all not mad that they're taxing us, and meanwhile, these crooked politicians are getting millions, billions, and trillions from these foreign countries to not pay their share in, what they're getting from our country. I don't see why anybody has a problem with that. I don't see what you're mad for that for. I wouldn't give a damn if Trump is a felon or whatever. I mean, I just feel like a lot of the charges were bullshit to try to tarnish him or people wouldn't vote for him, but it kind of backfired because I feel like the people kind of saw through it, and it just goes to show how weaponized the government is. And I don't understand with what they've done to all the leaders that go against the deep state throughout history, why y'all would think anything would be different from this group of people going against the deep state, because that's what they're doing, is going against globalists and the deep state. To me, this group right here is the closest we've ever come to really, draining the swamp or really get into the bottom of a lot of the corruption that's in the government. I feel like I want to see all of these committees go after these agencies and really see what they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? And you guys have to be willing to accept the findings and stop being in denial about what the government is doing.
90%. Remember when they told you it was to get the billionaires? Well, they lied. They always lie. Most billionaires are Democrats. Listen to this. IRS auditing taxpayer spree from Fox News. Let's see what else we got here on this topic.
Right.
Oh, President Trump announces the ERS, External Revenue Service. The next step is to abolish the IRS. Trump reveals the only reason we're paying an income tax in America is because U.S. politicians are paid off by foreign countries.
That part, that is how somebody comes into Congress and be there for 40 years and come out a billionaire when their salary is only 100 or something thousand or whatever. You know what I mean? Come on.
We're putting a lot of pressure on him. And he speaks.
This is from the Joe Rogan Experience. This is the interview that really just went around the world and just further cemented Trump's victory.
I honestly do feel that this is what took him over the edge, because he went on this show, and despite what most liberals think or Democrats think, that there are a lot, these independent medias are much more, they reach a larger audience than CNN, MSNBC, places like that. And he came on there and he resonated with the people, not just, MAGA people, or not just people y'all say dumb people, uneducated. No, he resonated with most of the people, because when he got on there and he spoke, people were like, oh shit, yeah, that's messed up. Like, people resonated with him, and then they went in that booth and voted for him. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like people are being delusional. Everybody does not agree with y'all. You have to really sit back and take a stack and just, I'm a person, I trust nobody, period. So I want to know both. There's always two sides of every story and the truth. And we're not getting the truth from our government. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a person, I question everything. I'm not a blind faith follower of anybody. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sound real dumb when you say, oh, this person's sell out. No, that person is a free thinker and that's their opinion. And they chose to support somebody. Why y'all talking about you're so virtuous? But to me, liberals are the most angry all the time. They're most angry when people don't agree with them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talk about the January 6th, but what about all the people that burnt down all them cities after George Floyd? There's nobody got arrested. Those people were used to make a example out of them that you shouldn't support this because we're going to lock y'all up, to frighten people. You understand? And it did work. You understand? Because those people got sentences that were ridiculous. They locked up everybody that was there that day, whether they were doing anything or not. It wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't think it's right. You know what I'm saying? And they say it's better to let a guilty man free than one innocent person go to prison. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I feel like that was adjusting because most of those people were just there, and the police, has made everything escalate. That's why that committee, that January 6th committee, got a pardon, because they destroyed all of the evidence and they lied about the findings. So, why would you want to be lied to? Why don't you want the truth? Why don't you want to listen to see and then make a judgment? Hear both sides. You think I haven't listened to all the shit that the Democrats had to say and I just didn't buy it? You understand? It didn't resonate with me. I didn't trust it and I thought it was bullshit. Like, discernment, friends.
That we're now celebrating.
Rice's tariffs. And he'd speak like that, but he was right. And then around in the early 1900s, they switched over stupidly to, frankly, an income tax. And you know why? Because countries were putting a lot of pressure on America. We don't want to pay tariffs. Please don't you? They, believe me, they control our politicians.
He ain't lying. That's exactly what happened. And the crooked politicians will say, okay, well, you pay me and I'll make you get through without paying so much or whatever. And that's what they've been doing. And that's how you collapse the whole society. That's how they did it.
If you look at the kind of numbers that these guys make then and now, but we had a commission meeting in the I think it was 1887. Think of this problem. We were so rich. We had so much money. We didn't know what to do. So they set up a blue ribbon commission on tariffs. And the sole purpose is what to do with all the money we had. We were so rich because we were taxing other people for coming in and taking our jobs. And China does it. That's what China did. If you want to open a factory and sell cars, if you build a factory here or have a factory, they don't take our cars. They wouldn't take our cars.
Look at that. What is he saying? They want us to spend all the time, but they don't take our shit. You understand? So then you have to pay. What's the big deal about that?
But if you build a plant in China, you can do that. Elon did that. By the way, Elon is great. That guy is such a great guy. I think
the very thing the Chinese are doing to us, we want to do to them and the rest of the world, but everybody has a problem. It makes no sense.
Fan of Elon. He is from a different planet. He's the greatest guy. That rocket coming in.
Now, yeah, now that's that. But Elon, don't get me started. Elon Musk now. He's a big old Satanist too. He came to a Halloween party with a Baphomet costume on. You know what I'm saying? They're all, to me, people that are unsavory, in my opinion. They just are. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Elon is a visionary, though. That's one thing I could say about him. He's a visionary. He sees that those old school globalist satanic people don't like them, like Klaus Schwab and George Soros and the World Economic Forum and that guy, what's the Jewish ballhead guy with the World Economic Forum, Harari or whatever his name is, that people don't trust them. They're too aggressive and people don't like them, and their whole plan is to like depopulate and not, they really don't care about the people. They just want to control the world and the resources, and they're just like going about it in a bad way. Where Elon Musk is smart enough to know that I got to be kinder and gentler and, make the world a better place for people to, want what I'm selling, want this agenda that I'm selling. Understand? I went to NASA and he owns places to launch rockets and shit into space and whatnot, and I do feel like, we do have to move. Technology ain't going nowhere, and I'm a sci-fi person, and I do believe that America should be at the forefront of all these technologies, like what Trump is saying and what Elon Musk is saying. I do feel like if you want to return to being a superpower, they do have to dominate in business and space, whatever. I just feel like America has fallen off, and anybody that can't see that, I don't get it. But I just wanted to just give a couple points that go with this about other nations and stuff, because the guy in El Salvador, Nayib, how do you say his name? Nayib Bukele. Now, people try to make it seem like, it's so bad, to secure the border and everything, and the gangs and this and that. Over there, they have really no crime because they went so hard on the gangs to where they really have no crime, and like people are afraid to even associate or even know a gang member over there because they are going that hard. It's really kind of, that's a different country, but I feel like it is kind of unconstitutional and stuff like that, some of the stuff they're doing. But they locked up all their gang members, pretty much all of them, and defeated the cartels. So I feel like they need to do that in America too, because a lot of these politicians, the corrupt ones, they want the gangs. They want them here because it's a whole economy, the drugs and all of that, and the crime and the guns and all, that's money. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of the reason why they let them come and go. Again, the crooked politicians turn the other way. You pay us off, and you give me a few $1 million and I'll let you bring that through or whatever. We'll keep a crack in the border for you. You know what I'm saying? So, you guys got to really look at that. And y'all make it seem like, this is so unbelievable and it can't happen. But I look at what is it? Burkina Faso. What's his name? Ibrahim Traore. I'm gonna butcher his name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Traore. Traore, I think it is. I'm sorry if I messed up his name. But you know, they paid off all their loans, told the French to get the frick up out of here, keep it moving, and they decolonized, and their economy is doing better. Why people think that you have to have, and they didn't take any foreign aid or anything, and they, you know, they want to really detach from the West and everything. And you know, it's a process, you know what I'm saying? But they were able to do it. And Russia forgave like 90% of their debt. So they made some kind of deal. Maybe Trump would make some kind of deal where he could get some of the debt. You never know. You understand what I'm saying? But I just know that country is better off and they don't need the French people, and the French people have been told to go and they going. You understand? And that's happening in lots of parts of Africa because people are starting to wake up. Get these pillaging ass globalist people purging and pillaging your country the frick up out of there. You understand? Get them out of there. And there's one more thing I want to show y'all real quick. This video went so long, and you know, people always tell me to make shorter videos, but you know, you just can't. The information is there. It's important. And look at this shit here. Y'all gonna sit up here and tell me that, hi Shiloh, I'm almost done. You mean to tell me you're gonna sit up here and tell me that we can't make it without being taxed, and we can't make it? Look at that. They gave, this is just in 2024, 16.2 billion to let me get this up here, to Ukraine. Ethiopia got 2 billion, Jordan got 1.2 billion, Afghanistan 1.2 billion, Somalia 1.2 billion, Yemen 1.1 billion, Congo 982 million, Syria 894.7 million, South Sudan 891.1 million, Nigeria 886.2 million. Now we don't know what they're giving this money for, but that agency that he started with Trump and Elon Musk, that's going to investigate all of these organizations and every penny the government has spent to see where it went. I can't wait for the findings of that, because they already uncovered so much waste and so much money that had been laundered into organizations and stuff like that that just went nowhere. You know, they gave money and they didn't do anything with the money. It's just laundering. You understand? And all of this money, once you see, what is it? What is the agency of government spending? I think that's what it's called. But once they do that, they'll see it's going to be even way more waste. I feel like they probably waste and launder more money than all of our taxes for the year. Like they could totally not tax us if they reallocate these funds and reallocate. And it's nothing wrong with giving foreign aid to countries that need it. But look at Congo. They're putting 928 million to Congo, but they're causing the conflict there. You understand? So that 982 million is going to the military industrial complex, you know, to their homies that own the places that's, you know, funding these wars and this and that. Is bullshit. It's a freaking scam. And I'll be glad when they go through all of this stuff, that agency, and show you they have wasted so much money on the dumbest shit. If they go through all this money and figure out and like collectively see where all the wastefulness is at, I'm telling you, that's the money right there we paying taxes before tariffs. So y'all cannot tell me that it can't work. So, you know, I'm getting ready to go because, you know, when my baby comes, I got to go. You understand? But I had to come on here, and my videos are long because to me, it's important. Like the shit I share with y'all is important. If you go look on my YouTube channel, there are so many good videos with so much information to help you. I always put the links to the videos and the stuff I'm talking about in the description. But go on there and look at it. You know, share this, watch it, understand. If you don't believe what I'm saying, go do the research. Don't be a blind faith follower. I am not a blind faith follower. I don't trust nothing nobody tells me. The reason why I'm on here talking to y'all is because I know that a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people are emotional and in their feelings. a lot of people are programmed and indoctrinated from the mainstream media and the TV. And I feel like if you would just listen to two sides of the story, then question, then do the research, then make a decision, the world would be a better place. You understand what I'm saying? And stop being a hater to somebody that don't think like you. Everybody has their own opinion and their own thoughts. You understand? And you don't have nobody to blame for losing but your party, because they didn't deliver. And American people saw that. So who you going to be mad at? You're going to be mad at the people that voted against bullshit and corruption? Come on, make it make sense. All right, so I'm going to go now. I am Shellie B. And please, I can't stress to y'all enough times, discernment. I mean, some of y'all don't believe in God or whatever, you know. I don't know. Some of you guys, I don't know, do you believe you have a conscience, a consciousness? I don't know. Pray. I don't know what you got to do to find discernment, but you need to figure out how to tell what is right and what is wrong, what is true and what is false, what makes sense. My son's teacher used to always tell him when it came to like reading and sounding out words, what makes sense. Now you done heard this whole video. What makes sense? If there's anything that doesn't make sense to you, go study it, go research it, and question everything. That's what I say. Question everything. And like I said, they're all these people are colonizers on this land. You understand what I'm saying? So we are living, I'm talking about brown people, you know, or indigenous people or whatever the case may be. You are living under colonialism. You're colonized people. Stop acting like they give a shit about you and that any one of them are better than the other. It's just about who can make the best deal for you for these next 4 years. That's how you got to look at it. You understand? And it damn sure wasn't Democrats, because they done showed you what they're going to do. Anytime they give a candidate, they give Kamala $1 trillion or whatever, and you still lose and they still in debt for $20 million. Like, make it make sense. Come on, man. All right, so I am Shellie B. I'm out of here. I love y'all. Please like this video, share it, subscribe, just to help the algorithm. And like I always say, I honestly really don't care about all of that, because I feel like I'm just a person that's so connected to my spirit and God and my how do I say, my journey in life. And I feel like whoever this video reaches, that's who it was meant to hear it. You understand? God wanted you to hear it. Your ancestors wanted you to hear it. The universe wanted you to hear it. And, you know, you use your discernment and do with it what you will. You understand? Because I will come on here whether it's one person watching it or 1,000. Some of my videos, 1,000 people have watched it. Some of them, nobody watched it. But I'm still going to come on here because I know that there's people out there that question, and you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I feel like that's just my destiny to bring comfort. And I want everybody to uplift their frequency. We're not going to uplift our frequency, especially as a people, if we arguing over which colonizing entity. I say this almost every video. Why are Black people sitting up here fighting and divided over which colonizer is better? It's just like being in slavery times and like, oh, this plantation is better than that plantation. Bitch, you still a slave. We're all still slaves here. We're all still colonized here. You know, just what can we do to make the most of it, to uplift ourselves? I would love to see us, you know, have our own nation. You understand? Our own country. You understand? Our own whatever, you know, our own whatever, and not be relying on colonizers. You understand what I'm saying? But we can't do that because we're stupid and we fall for the okie doke, and we're divided all the time. We're divided by, you know, by sexual preferences. Oh, you're LGBTQ. Y'all Black. You're all Black. You're all colonized. You're all in the same freaking boat together. Ain't no one better than other, and ain't nobody's problem bigger than other. Everybody's a damn slave here, period. I don't give a damn what you doing. You understand? You can have 100 abortions, you're still colonized and you're still enslaved by these people. Wake up and get it together. I am Shellie B. I'm leaving. I'm ending the stream right now. You guys have a lovely day. It's a sunshiny day. It's not as cold as some of the other days. Maybe get outside. I think I'm going to go to the gym and burn off some steam because this triggered me and made me irritated that people are fighting over this foolishness. Defund the IRS. I'm all for it. I hope you are too. Let's put that into the universe that we pay less taxes and all of our money becomes abundant, over the next 4 years. Because y'all thinking that your lives are going to be terrible. They are going to be terrible if that's what you think. I feel like I'm going to live my best life and I'm going to get richer than anybody. Shit, y'all talk about y'all hate billionaires. Y'all probably going to be hate me because I want to become one too. High choice, Faustin. They don't think they black. Yeah, a lot of people, they are in it. They put themselves in a group. Oh, I'm a woman. Oh, I'm gay. I'm trans, whatever. If you're brown, you're down. I don't give a damn. You're all in the same boat. You're all slaves in this nation. I don't give a damn what you think. You think you're getting treated better as a black gay man than a straight gay man. You're still a black man, damn it. We're all the same. You understand? So what does that say? A she? What does that say? I can't understand what you're saying. But anyway, so I just wish that we all could be united. It is no reason why all black people, all Latinas, all people that are brown and sympathizers, if you white or whatever, you from another nation, you sympathizing, come be with it. Because during slavery times, it was the Quakers and a lot of white people did shit. The Republican Party was started to abolish slavery, and that was a bunch of white people that did that. But they don't tell you that because they want you to be divided and stupid. Let me see. The $600,000 is coming soon. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. They claim Muslim, Hebrew, Nuwapian. I don't know what you're trying to tell me, but I would love to hear more about it. You can inbox me and we'll talk about it. All right, so you guys, I'm getting off of here. You guys have a great day. As always, I love coming on here. And, I really was like, I'm not going to talk about nothing political. But to me, I had to because it's so important. Like, we don't understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? All right, you guys, I love you. Okay, I love you. I always put this sign up and some people say, oh, that's devil horns. No, it means I love you in sign language. And I do love y'all. And I want the best for all of us. And I wish we all could elevate our frequency together as one. I am Shellie B. You guys have a lovely day. And thanks for watching. Good day.